Uh, so we left off talking about the agent that told you weren't going to make it in Finland. I know I
Yeah,
get why you won't say the name, but fuck that guy.
yeah. I'm definitely not gonna say a name, but at the end of the day, it fueled a fire in me. It just like amplified it because I already was like, I'm gonna do this, and then the rejections like it piles up after, but it's definitely difficult. But you just gotta. The only way at the end of the day, I said to myself, the only way I lose is if I quit. So I just kept going. Found a team literally during their training camp, August. I think I flew out August 14th. I'm pretty sure, and then I got there like 2 weeks into their 6 week training camp. Training camp was also crazy, but
So all right, so I get that you're a little bit. You don't want to name because of what you said about the agent, but now coming from me, not hockey related. My background, I was in the military and I got to travel. I was all over Europe. I did a bunch of stuff. What is it like being your age? Like, because at the time you were how old?
in
In Finland.
Finland,
Yeah.
so it was this year, so 25. I just turned 26 last week,
So
so
you're 25
25. Yeah, all through Finland.
in Finland playing hockey. You run around with hockey. What are you guys getting into at night?
Oh, we our practice schedule was so crazy. Sometimes we wouldn't do anything. We had a lot of Sunday games. Um, But there was like a local bar club called Status that like all the boys would go to, and they actually used to sponsor the team. Like it was on our jersey, it said like Status, and then I'm not fully sure what happened, why the sponsorship stopped, but there was that club, and it was open till like 4. Finnish people go out at like midnight, so like or midnight or 1. They're like in the apartment having beers, pre-gaming, and then they'll go out like late. Like Americans are like completely different than that. But and then there was a little Irish dive bar in Finland that I like to go to. It was tiny, but I would always go back and forth with the bartender and practice my Finnish. Finnish is a very hard language, but I would like come in and I would say like hello, my friend, in Finnish, and then he'd be like, "Oh, it's getting better," and like it was just a good back and forth to have.
Oh, because I was ready for because in my mind I'm thinking hockey players all from all over the world in the prime of their life. It's got to be ruckus. Like it's got to be out of control. Like I hang
Uh,
out with hockey players that are adults now, and they're out of their minds.
yeah, I think it's different per team that you're on and where you're at. There was like it was a smaller Finland town, um, and like I said, we had a lot of Sunday games, and our practice schedule was morning ice, a gym workout, then we got a little break, then we had running or bike sprints, and then we had an afternoon skate, and then we had more running or something after the ice. This went on for basically the whole year. They cut some running out when the winter hit, but like guys were pretty tired after constantly doing that throughout the day, and then we'd play 2 games a week. A lot of them were on Sundays. I would do some Sunday fun days with one guy because like you need that balance, especially when you're grinding all week. It's definitely
Oh,
good to have a beer at the end of the week with one of the guys.
oh yeah, you got to have a little bit. So I guess my next question, which I mean, we don't try and get too hard hitting, but like, what's your what's your end game? Like, what do you want to be? Like, where do you want this to all take you?
Well, I was talking this with one of my dad's friends actually yesterday. My goal was England. Like that was my goal. Like to start and play in England. I've just always for some reason been attracted to England, drawn to England, and now I'm doing that. So the end goal for me is play as long as I can. I mean, you can work your whole life. I can't play hockey my whole life, so I'm just working to go into England and try to climb the ladder as high as I can get up there.
Well, do you see like I mean, obviously, like there's you have a love for this sport, like a love for this, and I mean, the thing is like we just not too long ago did a podcast where we sat with some guys at a beer league, And like, you know how that goes. Like, you got guys that are 65 and guys that are 20 and they're at the rink till 2 a.m. playing hockey, and they all
Yeah.
got to work in the morning because they love it so fucking much. But like, when that day comes, when that day does come, like when you're not able to, compete at a high level and travel to play, like, is coaching something you want to do? Because I mean, you got to work with, one on a firsthand level. Like, I got to watch you work with my son and another. Like, when we came to your tournament, or I'm sorry, your camp, like we brought, three of our kids that are just hockey dummies. Like, they just love it. They can't get enough of it. And like, to watch you guys work with them, like, is that something you want to do, or are you just gonna, like, when you're done playing, like, I don't want to coach, I want to play beer league and just let it be what it is?
No, I've definitely thought about it. Like I talked to you briefly about, I do stand up comedy. So I think after I'm done playing, I'm definitely gonna really pursue stand up hard because I only do it right now, like in the off season and when I'm like have the time. But as I get older, I will probably end up coaching and doing stand up. But I'll probably, depending on what age group I have, I'll have to watch the stand up comments so the kids don't find anything that I'm all the jokes I'm saying.
Oh, dude, you don't got to worry about that. You know what it's like. Even at a state U locker room, that thing's like, it's like a bunch of sailors just ripping it up. Like, you'll be good. You could drop whatever you need to drop in there. So cause like where are you doing stand up, like when you're off? Like, cause we'll have to make sure you keep with us. So you put it out on our website, and we'll come out and check you out, do that too. Cause like, I mean, a hockey player doing stand up, I want it. Like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so I started, so I went to UMass Dartmouth, and I only did a few open mic, or I think I did one open mic in Chicago before I went to school, and then I was just looking for open mics, trying to get experience and just get up there, and they were going pretty well, and I had a good support system. My friends, they didn't care it was an open mic. I had a good turnout of friends that would show up, and I got a phone call from the Comedy Factory in Rhode Island. Shout out to John Parada and his stand up because he is the one that gave me the chance to do shows. I haven't done that many. I probably did, I'm gonna say like 8 with him while I was at school in Providence. And then, so now I'm back home, so I'm trying to break into the Chicago scene. You got to meet people to get on shows, and you got to just go to open mics. And it's the same thing like with hockey. I'm trying out. I'm putting in the practice right now, and then opportunities will come to me as I progress through the stand-up scene.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, from someone who used to, like, we used to live down in the city, and we used to be in the bar industry, and like, yeah, there's a lot of like, you got to work your way through and find your friends and find the people that are going to get your foot in the door. But that, I mean, obviously, dude, like, it's clear, you're not taking no from an answer. Listen to that dickhead agent who told you no, and you just said you broke it off in that guy's ass. So
Yeah, yeah, that guy pissed me off. I wanted to send him a text and be like, "Hey, did you see where I signed?" But my dad's big on not burning bridges. My dad's big in the hockey coaching world too. He's in the Illinois Hockey Hall of Fame for coaching. He coached in the UHL back before it was back in the day it was NHL, AHL, UHL, ECHL. So he got a year in the UHL, and his resume is very impressive. So I'm very blessed to be able to learn from him growing up through now, and all the struggles I had. I've definitely been lucky to have him as a mentor.
well, I'll be honest with you. I should probably take a page out of your dad's book, but it's already proof that he's doing a good job, seeing as how you're not burning bridges or dropping dimes on anybody on a podcast. But it's probably a smart move. But I would keep doing it. Your dad's probably 100% right. So as we finish up stuff, is like, we wanted to get into a couple of things. One of the things that we like to do whenever we do a podcast with somebody, uh, I want to ask you again. The name of our company is Effing Terrible Sports. And what we like to do, and we've done before, if you go back into our history and our podcast, is we love to talk about our things that are just fucking terrible. All right. So I need one normal, everyday to day thing. All right. And then one hockey. That's just, you're like, oh God, that's fucking terrible. I hate when that happens. Like, for example, for me, The hockey one is whenever a referee stops a goalie fight. I can't stand it. Why are you breaking up a goal? You let everybody else go at it. Why are you stopping a goalie fight? And then a normal day-to-day one is the water that comes out of the fucking ketchup bottle before you squirt the ketchup on your hot dog. Like, that's terrible. What the hell have we not?
Yeah.
I mean, I can watch a whole episode of it. I mean, I could watch an entire season of sports on my phone, but we can't get rid of the liquid in the beginning of the fucking soaks my hot dog butt. I hate that shit. So those are some like ideas. So tell me your hockey terrible and your just day-to-day terrible.
I don't. The day-to-day one, there's definitely like a few. I just can't think of the first one that came in my head. I don't know why it bugs me so much. I hate when couples call each other babe and baby. Like, you're a grown ass person. Why are you calling them baby? Like, I can't stand it. Maybe I'm too cynical or something, but I've never been able to wrap my head around like a grown person calling their significant other babe or baby. It just always rubs me the wrong way. Okay, I'm a PK guy through and through. So flamingoing, do you know that term? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I gotta get this one. I felt like I was good, but that one's brand new to me.
Okay, when you go to block a shot and you come up to get in the lane and you pull your one leg back because you're half scared, so you have one leg on the ice and you have one up, so you're like a flamingo. Can't stand when guys like go out to like fake block a shot.
Makes total sense. The flamingo, that now I absolutely makes sense to me. I will definitely be using that as we go forward. So that one being said, now that you kind of opened the door to it, what? Because we talk about this all the time. What is your absolute favorite hockey slang or chirp or something like a hockey slang that you absolutely love? Because I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, I got one. In Canada, so a rookie in Canada, like in juniors, you called them a schmelt, and I still call people schmelts, like just like my friends at the bar, and I just have always thought that word was hilarious, and I still use it.
Schmelt, I like that. That's definitely got t-shirt capability. Like,
yeah.
Like, so is it just rookies or is it people who play like they don't know what they're doing?
It's mainly the younger guys. It's mainly the rookies, but yeah, you can call anyone it. In Canada, they would give it back to me too, and I was a 20-year-old, and they were like 17, 18, and then they would be like, "Oh, you're a fucking schmelt," and I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever."
So now that again, we're gonna throw this on our brand new YouTube page, which if you're watching this, either a clip on any one of our social media, like TikTok or Instagram, go over to the full interview with Colin on our YouTube page, or head over to our podcast, and you'll be able to listen to it there too. But for the people that are listening and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to just check in and see what that dude's doing, like what Wales was like," is there any way they can follow you? And then also you got to understand, like, if you don't have one, you're talking about being a comedian, you're talking about playing hockey, like you got something that people can follow you on?
Yeah, I have a regular account that I probably post more hockey stuff. Colin with one L _ Cromie, CROMIE. That one's more. I have on private, but that's just like for safety measures, I guess. But then I have in the link or in my bio of that profile, I have my stand-up account. So it's Cromedy _ CROMEDY. And I'm actually wearing the shirt for it as well that I made. These. Yeah, so those are the two socials that I have. And then I have a TikTok for stand-up. Sorry? You said hold on?
Well, with the Chrome, done. Well done.
Oh, yeah. There's a back to it, too. I drew... I don't know if you can see it. It says it is what it is, but I just drew it with my finger on canvas.
Nice.
That was actually funny. I couldn't figure out how to type it on the shirt, so I got frustrated, and I was like, I'm just gonna like draw on the back, and then I was like, oh wait, I can just write it out, And then so the frustration turned into something decent.
It's good marketing. I like the name. But yeah, so again, anyone that's listening, we will who didn't jot it down, we'll make sure that we have the link for the Chromedy in the bio for us, and then in the notes for both these episodes, or the episodes on whatever site on our Instagram or TikTok. We'll have it on all of them. But dude, so I guess from your like from where you're at, and like all of the things that you've done, from juniors to Finland to now England to comedy, like if you could take the next, and if when I say if you could, because you can, and you will, and then that's what will be how we'll finish up. If you're gonna take the next few minutes to speak to, I mean, not even just kids, because the bottom line is you're not a kid, like, but just people who are maybe listened to that fucking jackass agent and gave up. Like, if you wanted to spout some words of wisdom and some advice, like, what if you had just 2 minutes to talk to 30-something, 40,000 people, what would you say?
Oh man, that was it was months of me just not quitting and getting rejected, and me just trying to keep my head on straight and just not let it get the best of me. I read a quote at the beginning. I started looking for teams in May. I went to a showcase in Montreal, and nothing came out of it. But I was just getting constantly phone call. I was emailing, just getting rejected, and then it's just nonstop believing in yourself. And if you just know that you can do it, no matter what anyone says, like they're not you. They don't know anything about you. They don't know what you're capable of. Only you do. So the only way you lose is if you quit. So that's what I'm trying to tell these junior kids right now that had a tough first year. Like, you don't want to regret it 10 years down the line because you didn't go for it, because you let one person steer you away from your dream. You let one person get in your head and change your life path, honestly. Like, you don't want to have any regrets. You want to chase your dreams as much as you can, chase your goals. And I'm a big believer in the only way I'm going to lose is if I quit. So I think that is my advice, I guess.
The way you lose is if you quit. I like it. I agree. And the other thing that you said that I couldn't agree with more is that you're going to work the rest of your life. Like, you are. And like, God willing, I mean, hopefully, whatever you end up doing with the rest of your life never feels like a terrible, like, burden. Like, you get to do something you enjoy. It's that old saying, if you love what you do, you don't ever have to worry about going, it's not work if you love what you do, or however that saying is. But the bottom line is you're 100% right. You're going to work for the rest of your life. You get an opportunity to play hockey in Finland. You get an opportunity to play hockey in Wales. Like, you get an opportunity to educate young kids in the sport you love. Snag that shit. Don't ever let it at something stupid or minuscule stop you. Because, like I said, the kids that we brought up there, our 3 kids loved it. Like, and now, you have no idea. You have no idea which one of those kids ends up being the next best player in the NHL. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I get it. You're like, oh, what are the odds? But what are the odds? Maybe they are.
No. Yeah, I don't like the what are the odds. It's why not me, or why can't it happen? I've never been an odds guy. Like, if you're thinking about the odds, then I think you already are losing. Like, if you go, oh, what are the odds I can or can't do this? Like, no, you just have to think, I'm going to do this. I've never been. Yeah, I jumped on that pretty quick because I don't like the, oh, what are the odds I can or can't do this? Like, just go do it if you want to do it.
I agree, man. It's great. Like, your story is super fun. Like, it's a great story for everybody. Not only just like what you're getting to do right now and how great it is, but also just, I mean, the aspect of what you told me, like a guy, people telling you, nope, no way, man, it ain't going to happen. And then you break it off and be like, no, it is going to, I'm going to make it. And that's great. And I do mean it, man. Like I said, I want you to, like, we'll have you on multiple more times. We'll get these, I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably not the smartest idea to say it on a live podcast, but this Riverside app is blowing dick lately. It's just absolute dog shit for me. So we get to actually pull you into, like, bring you out to, like, maybe we can meet one of the middle bars and we can do a live stream at a pub give some stuff away, and catch up about other things. Like you're going to be back from England. When do you get back?
I'll be back June 2nd. So me and my dad are there 11 days. So yeah, 11 days. Two of them are travel days, but like 11 total days.
This goes right into what we like to call segue. Because we're finishing up here, I want to remind everybody that June 29th at Midwest Training and Ice in Dyer, Indiana, we will be having the effing terrible St. Baldrick's, where we will be shaving heads for childhood cancer research. Lots of giveaways, live music, drinking. It's Sunday, June 29th from noon to 4. Come in, register on our website. If you go onto our website, any of our social, or if you go to St. Baldrick's and type in Midwest, you'll find our head shaving event. Maybe we might be able to talk you into coming out, having a couple beers, and sit down and doing a live stream with us. But if not, we will find a time to do that. And then also continuing to segue in July, we will also be out. I think it's going to be in Plainfield. I'll have all the official details, but we will be also effing terrible. We'll be doing the running commentary and the play-by-play at the Chicago Wounded Warriors red and blue game. I believe it's red and white game. So we'll have all the details going out for that. Maybe we can bring you out for that to check it out, to sit down. But dude, from the bottom of my heart, I think your story is epic. I think it's awesome that you keep playing in all these places. You wouldn't be going to these places if you weren't a great hockey player, and people wouldn't be inviting you to impart your wisdom on children if you weren't doing a great job. So thank you for everything that you do, and I wish you the best of luck, dude. And let's keep in touch and make sure we get that Chromedy out to everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm definitely interested in a live stream at a bar or a pub. I'm a little Irish boy, so I definitely like to have some beers.
I'm an old Irish boy, so yeah, we can definitely make that happen. So, all right, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, thank you.